to welcome everybody to Wilmington 7th District. I'm your Councilman Bob Williams. I'm very thankful that I'm in my second term as your council person. The reason why I'm in Wilmington is I was born and raised just outside the city, just on the cusp of the city, but I enjoyed the city. My memories are of coming into the city and going to the Market Street Mall and doing all the things that a bustling and thriving city would do. That's what prompted me. That, and my father was a retired Wilmington police officer, got me to go and apply for the Wilmington Police Academy. Upon my hire, the residency requirement was that I had to move into the city. Well, I didn't have to move into the city. I wanted to move into the city, and I raised my family here. I really enjoy city life. To me, any given direction, you can go to Baltimore, you can go to Washington, you can go to Philly. The city of Wilmington is directly in the middle of all that. So to me, it's an excellent place to live and to raise a family. And that's where my passion has always been, and that's why I returned as a councilman after law enforcement to keep that promise going. I was a Wilmington police officer for 20 years. I worked the beat for a period of time, and I retired at the rank of lieutenant. My specialty was community policing, and I did a bulk of my career in community policing. When I left the police department, I became a nurse, and I went to work at the Christiana Trauma Center down in Stanton. After that, I went into Medicaid fraud, and I worked for the State Attorney General's office. But there was something that was missing. It was my connection to the people. The 20 years of being a police officer taught me that the only way to be successful is to connect with the public and to be a public servant. So I looked to get back and get back to my roots, which was being a public servant. So that's why I ran for council. And I'm thrilled to have been elected, and even more thrilled to be given an opportunity for a second term. So the reason I chose this location, we're on Union Street in the 7th District. This runs right down the heart of the district. Back when I first got elected, I felt that Union Street was a divider for my district, and I felt that we needed to make it more united. So I worked with Wilmapco, Westside Grows, the state DelDOT, the local representatives and state representatives to come up with a plan to really downscale Union Street to 2 lanes. And what that'll enable us to do is to create diagonal parking and more outside dining areas for our local restaurants. The whole idea is to slow people down. If you go north of the city of Wilmington, I-95 is only 2 lanes. So I felt, why do we have a 5-lane highway running through the middle of a residential area? So the idea is to slow people down. Any given block in one direction here, there are some major projects going on. We've got a $100 million project with the Woodlawn trustees. They have been around for 100 years providing affordable housing for people who are a little less advantaged and they need some financial assistance. Their reinvestment of rebuilding the flats at $100+ million shows that they're committed to staying in the city of Wilmington. To my right, we have Father Tucker Park. We just received a grant from our federal delegation. We're looking at least a $300,000 improvement to that part. Behind us, straightforward, is the Galleria project. That's $50 million plus. It's a private investment to bring more residents down here to the 7th District. When you combine all this together, you can see that the synergy is really starting to develop. And that's my passion, is to bring the community together to work for a common good and to make the 7th District the next destination in the city of Wilmington. The one thing I want to say to all my constituents here in the city of Wilmington is, believe in us, believe in yourself, and tell others about what we have to offer. The key to Wilmington turning the corner and becoming that destination that I speak of is for you to sell your neighborhoods to people who are looking to invest and move in. So word of mouth, your social media contacts, etc. When you talk up the city and you talk about the good things that are happening in the city of Wilmington, that allows for others to want to invest in here. There's about 3 to 5% of Wilmington's population that's causing our problems, but the 97% can run them out of town with a good, positive message and bringing more positive people into our city. It'll displace them in no time at all.